Sakura-Con of the LSBA Season 10 versus Jacob of the Teddiursas. And let's see. Greninja, I didn't really expect to be any sort of threat. I didn't expect him to bring it. Instead of Greninja, I was expecting him to bring Megalatios, and otherwise, this is the team I was prepared for. Because Megalatios would have screwed me over pretty bad, and I had to go out of my way to prepare for it. But there's not a whole lot that, what's-his-face, Greninja can do to a Blissey, so I'm pretty set. And that's why Klefki has Draining Kiss, is because I have Klefki mostly for Megalatios. And he's... what do you think? Zamazenta or... 3 of these could be leads.
What, the legends?
Yeah, he could have Zamazenta or Landorus or Greninja. They could all be a lead.
I was thinking the first 2 were Zapdos, but...
Oh yeah, Zapdos could be a lead, but... No, I really am depending on my Baxcalibur for...
You should have called it Barbenheimer.
It is. Well,
no, you called it Oppenheimer Godzilla.
Oppenheimer.
Yeah, but if you call it Barbenheimer, then it's like Baxcalibur and Barbie and Oppenheimer.
We'll work on it. So yeah, this whole lead thing is tough. Because Zamazenta's gonna wreck something. Okay. Whew. Oh, that sucks.
Oh, that's not great.
That's literally the least expected one, but as you can see, Chandelure can't do a whole lot to most of them. Well, yeah. Klefki's only good matchup here is against a guy he didn't even bring.
Are you going to sacrifice it?
No, because there's nothing Chandelure can do to my Blissey. Unless he tricks a Choice Scarf, which is totally possible. Because Chandelure gets Trick.
It's hot and you don't even have towels for blankets.
There we go. See? And then... I kind of want to... No, I should just teleport. Oh, that's weird. Okay, so we know it's not scarfed, so that's helpful. And I'm pretty sure I can set up a Dragon Dance on him. I may as well.
Okay.
But it really doesn't matter who wins and who loses this one. Like, we're all going to playoffs anyway. Because the top 4 teams have been established already, and that's how you get to playoffs. And Azoth is saying how absurd Garganical is, how good it is. Yeah, so these are
I think it's just kind of evil.
Standings. So there's nothing anyone can do to be in or out of the playoffs anymore. And that's what we're battling over. And ideally, he uses Flamethrower. Because Baxcalibur has Thermal Exchange.
He is talking to you.
And that increases its attack if he gets hit by fire. And Jacob says, Lamau, great start for me. Oh, that's pretty bad. Well, no, we're fine. We're fine. You know why?
Why? Oh, you got it terrestrialized.
There's still not a lot I can do to Zamazenta with this guy.
Isn't Zamazenta... Isn't it part fairy?
No, it's just plain fighting. Well,
It is?
Zamazenta uncrowned. I think he gets an item or something that turns him into another form that gives him
there's a secondary form.
a lot of buffs. But
I thought they were part fairy, but I must just be thinking of.
he might be part fairy. Zamazenta Crowned is fighting in steel. And
what about Zacian? Yeah, I'm thinking of Zacian.
Zacian.
Yeah, I like Zacian better, so.
Okay. Now, this guy. Not a lot I can do to this guy.
Who even uses that kind of talk anymore?
Ideally, no, there's nothing I can do to Zamazenta.
What? Oh no, but it's part fairy, so I guess that will be okay. Is fighting good against steel?
Yep, fighting is super effective against steel.
Yeah, I can never remember if that's right or not. That doesn't make sense to me.
But like last generation, they introduced a move called Body Press, which uses your defense stat to do fighting damage.
That sucks.
And this guy has that ability. Well, he's probably... Yeah, this is definitely defensive because he used Stone Edge and it did just that. And we're not really worried about any of these special attackers since we got Blissey still at full health, so I want to reflect because I'm expecting him to switch into Landorus so that I can't Thunder Wave him.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that! Oh! And then hit him with a substitute. He's probably going into Zapdos. Yeah, that would suck. Oh no, we're fine. We're chilling. And there's nothing Landorus can do to this substitute. So I have at least one turn before Zapdos can do anything. Can do any damage. Wait, what's happening? What did he do? He used knockoff on the substitute? That's not gonna go well for you, dude. You're gonna let me be able to knock out your Zapdos with a Brave Bird.
You can knock out Zapdos with Brave Bird?
If I bulk up 4 times, yeah.
Oh, damn.
And the knockoff is doing less damage since I don't even have an item.
Yeah, that seems like a weird move to use.
He's probably not taking it as seriously as he needs to. Oh!
That's not good.
So, the thing that worries me here is he's got this ability Infiltrator, which ignores Substitute, and I think it even ignores Screens. But he might be bluffing. He might just have flash fire, but I can't really take that risk because I need Corviknight for Landorus and Zamazenta because he's the only thing that can deal with those. And it seems like he doesn't really like to switch. I hope he uses Flame Charge again against my my guy here. Oh no, that would be horrible because he's still a steel. You think it's a good time to start setting up Quiver Dances?
I don't know much about Quiver Dance.
No, because he's got Toxic, so I don't like that. But he's definitely faster, so if I do that, heck yeah. Okay. Now he's probably not Jolly. So if he's not Jolly, this Icicle Spear will hit first. But if he is Jolly, I'm going to get Earthquaked. So I didn't unpause quick enough, but I Icicle Speared the dude. And I kind of want to keep...
Couldn't you do Earthquake?
Why would I Earthquake?
Wouldn't Earthquake be good against fighting?
No. Ground is neutral to fighting.
Oh.
But Steel is weak to fighting, and fighting is strong against Steel. So I have Torkoal here just because he doesn't really have anything good against it. It's not that it's good against this team at all.
What happened to its HP?
So it took 68 from the close combat, and it took 25 from the rocks. But now we know he's stuck in to close combat. He's gonna do it again. And so he's probably scarfed or banded here. And I've terrored already, right?
You terrored your Baxcalibur.
Yeah, that sucks. Because it would have been really nice to switch into Grass, Terra, Volcarona. Because he might not be banded. Okay. Now, if he's banded, this was a good move. If he's not banded, he's going to Stone Edge, and this is going to go bad. Oh, good. He was banded, so he had to switch. Now he's probably going to Fire Blast. Or he's going to Toxic. Let's see. Am I fast enough to outspeed? Yeah, I'm fast enough to outspeed everything, but nothing's gonna do all that much. Oh, Bug Buzz. Oh, that sucks. And then I'll Quiver Dance. Because if I do one more Quiver Dance, okay, 16 times 2, then my Bug Buzz will do 32%, and I'll still have the defense for when he Fire Blasts. But if I just Bug Buzz again, it won't do me as much good. It'll do me exactly the same if I Quiver Dance and then Bug Buzz. Whew.
Weird little special moves and just use attack moves like not cowards.
Like Taco. Taco's team is all physical attackers for the most part.
No, you can use special attacks. I'm just saying don't use all those weird little like reflex and boosters and all that. Those are for cowards.
Support moves?
Support moves.
I'm
forget
the one.
The support moves. You should. That's for cowards. I want to see you fight like people.
This guy uses almost no support moves, and I think he's like at the bottom.
Well, that's because That's because the rest of you are being cowards and using support moves.
He might have Water Shuriken on his Greninja. If that's the case, then this guy is getting knocked out without anything. I'm hoping.
Oh no, because he already terrestrialized Oppenheimer.
I'm hoping he's bluffing. Yep, he's got Water Shuriken. What? He survived the Water Shuriken because he had the double special defense, and then I got to Giga Drain all of his health.
Oh my god, I would be so mad if that was me with the Greninja.
I'm actually surprised because it's also in the sun, so the water move didn't do as much.
Oh wow, that would make me so mad.
If I weren't in the sun, I think that would have knocked him out. But now Volcarona is gonna either get a knockout Zapdos or Zamazenta in one turn.
Oh, there's not much you can do about that. And it'll make it so you can switch out without having to take any moves.
And maybe he'll survive enough from the Toxic to do something to Zamazenta. Because Zamazenta can turn this around if it wants. Although it's choiced, so... or something. I don't know how its thing works. Because it got some sort of defense boost, and I don't know if that's based on a... Data Dauntless Shield. Oh, the Dauntless Shield only happens once per battle.
If you're wondering about why we're sniffling, it's because it's very bad allergy times right now in this place.
Yeah, I had tears running down my face.
So did I. Hey! Your freaking car.
Okay, now I can play it safe and try to switch out and Blissey, but that's not what I want to do because...
because you don't like playing it safe. You like risky business.
Because I'm just hoping that this flamethrower will knock out the Zapdos and my Volcarona will still survive, and then I can do damage to Zamazenta with my Volcarona. Oh, yep, I knocked him out with the flamethrower.
Wow, I didn't expect that, but you also took yourself out.
So that means...
Cue,
yep.
Mountain Goats, No Children playing.
And then... Should I Thunder Wave? I should Reflect, to be honest. The guaranteed damage reduction instead of the possible damage elimination. Come on, pick your choice move already.
You already called something a pupper. You can't embarrass yourself more. Oh, he terroristalized?
Yep, now he's double fighting. So his close combats are gonna do extra. You think Draining Kiss will do enough?
Kiss work out?
Oh, but it's not a priority. I would have to... If I Thunder Wave and then Draining Kiss, it'll hit. But if I click Draining Kiss now, it won't hit at all. Yeah,
Well,
that's how we had to do it. I want to Iron Head him
why?
so that he flinches.
Okay.
And he's at
Just to
half
be
defense.
rude? Just to be freaking rude?
He flinched!
You just wanted to be rude.
That's so sad.
That was so rude of you.
He literally said rude after you said that.
Yeah! That was rude of you!
He says rude. Good game.
Skill issue. Tell
No,
him that was a skill issue, man.
Yeah, I want to zoom in on that. Rude. GG, Lamau.
Skill issue, skill issue. Tell him skill issue.
Okay, fine. I'll tell him skill issue. No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to tell him skill issue. Well, that was certainly a battle of all time. GG, fellas.
I think that you should have said skill issue. I would have.
Alright, so let's watch the replay here. Alright, so... Yeah, it wouldn't have made any difference if that Toxic had hit Blissey. Then I don't know if Terrastalizing would have knocked out Sylveon, whether... because he already had a Dragon Dance up, but the stab gave it another 50%. But I really didn't want to get hit by the fairy hyper voice, so I took the risk. And then that was really lucky that Stone Edge did so little to wait. He tried to use Stone Edge against a Steel type?
Yep.
Okay, so he was expecting me to expect close combat and then switch into Volcarona, who is a bug type who resists fighting moves. And so he actually used Stone Edge. But I was expecting him to use close combat and I was gonna take the damage. And then that Reflect. Oh, okay. So these knockoffs against my Reflect really helped that Substitute stay. And then I was worried he had Infiltrator. And I don't think Corviknight ever actually used Brave Bird.
Corviknight did not use Brave Bird.
And then that Toxic was really nice on Chandelure. And then I was hoping that Landorus wasn't Jolly. And then I brought Torkoal just because there wasn't much he could have done to it. Like, it wasn't good it didn't have a good matchup against anything, but it only had a bad matchup against Landorus. So he was the first one I was ready to sacrifice. But the sun really helped here, because it increased the power of these fire moves and it reduced the power of Greninja's Water Shuriken. Like, if the sun wasn't out, Greninja would have still been...
a much different battle, Hendy.
Yep, so the sun's out.
Sun's out, guns out.
I have double special defense, and he survives with 5% hit points. And then he Giga Drains. Yeah, and
Which was the most insane move.
If I hadn't been smart enough to know that I had to Quiver Dance twice, that would have knocked out my guy a little sooner. And Zapdos would still be running around. He'd be switching between Zapdos and Zamazenta. And then I reflected first, and then I paralyzed, and then I was hoping he'd get paralyzed so that I could Draining Kiss it. And then that was lucky with the Iron Head, but I think Corviknight could have taken him out.
Iron Head was just like the rudest thing you could do.
Yeah. And that's that. I'll see who my next guy is in the playoffs.